Welcome to Fremont High School. Out of respect for our actors, we ask that there be no flash photography or videos. Please silence your cell phones. Also, this play includes audience participation, so please participate. Sit back, relax, and enjoy A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Teenagers, you can't live with them and you can't live without them. But sometimes they're like a bad dream. See what I mean?
It gets tedious, doesn't it? Adults say no, kids say
yes!
No matter the subject.
You've planted a radish, and suddenly, around 13, you've got a kumquat. And this
Ornery
is
nothing
kumquat.
new. It's been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Now, William Shakespeare knew all about teenagers and their dreams.
Some things just never change. Now this is study hall. I mean, look at them. They have a test tomorrow on the very play Will Shakespeare wrote about them, Midsummer Night's Dream. And what are they doing? Dreaming. Look, I know I'm bossy.
No, not you, Jesse.
But the idea just seemed obvious. I knew the play, and I knew I was probably the only one who did. So I could run the whole show. An idea close to my heart. I mean, we had all the characters. Ever see 4 more obvious teenagers than these? Demetrius, Hermia, Lysander, and Helena. Now, go get your costumes on. Am I right?
Always, Jesse, always. And the rude mechanicals, those are the sort of dopey crew in the Midsummer Night's Dream. Tailors and tinkers and so forth, who want to play the part for Duke Theseus's wedding. How about these guys?
Perfect. Well-meaning and goofy. That's a compliment, guys.
Run along, go get your costume. Chop, chop. And the king and the queen of the forest, Oberon and Titania. Well, who else than the oh-so-popular football captain and the head cheerleader?
Now you're cooking. And then there's a character named Puck, plays practical jokes on people. Sort of like the class clown.
Hey, Jess, what's that?
What? Am I right or am I right? Go get your costume on, clown.
I got a million of them, and we've seen them all, buddy. Now, Puck is joined in the forest by a zillion spirits, fairies and wood sprites who hang out with Titania. That could be these guys.
Do we get lines?
A few.
We're artists, you know.
Jesse, the actors are counting their lines.
Do they deliver the social and moral message of the piece?
You get to wear beautiful costumes.
Cool.
Okay. You can't just be a producer anymore. You gotta be a diplomat. So what's left?
The grown-ups.
Oh, well, look who's left.
Well, there is Aegeus, father of the teenage Hermia. Kayla could do that.
But she's a girl.
Duh. Loosen up, will ya? It's the millennium cross-gender thing.
Okay.
She'll just have to talk in a deep voice, like a father, who pretends to have a lot of opinions, but is essentially clueless.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah! Go!
Yeah.
Now, there aren't any mothers in this play, or we'd make one of you dads do it. We take no prisoners.
Hey, what about me? Well, there is Duke Theseus and he's about to be wife Hippolyta left. You could play Duke Theseus and one of the fairies could be Hippolyta.
Okay.
Let's go. Hurry.
Oh, I hope this isn't a train wreck.
Me too.
Well, they are teenagers.
Exactly. Let's see if they can even get their costumes on.
That's correct.
himself as Theseus, Duke of Athens, and his bride-to-be Hippolyta are planning their forthcoming festivities for their wedding, when all of a sudden comes in this annoying father, dragging his teenage daughter behind him. Now, you remember teenagers, don't you? Mind of their own?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. This man hath bewitched my child by moonlight with rings, trifles, sweetmeats, turned her obedience into stubborn harshness. If she will not here consent before your lord to marry Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I will dispose of her, which shall be either to her death or to this man according to our law.
Well, that's harsh. Do you believe that? If you disobey your dad, you could be killed. Legally.
What say you, Hermia? Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander. I would my father looked, but with my eyes. I do entreat your grace to pardon me, but what is the worst that may befall me if I refuse to wed Demetrius?
Either to die the death or to endure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desire.
So will I die, my lord.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else by Demetrius.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy praised title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Marry him.
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine shall render him, and she is mine, and I do bestow all my right of her unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with advantages, Demetrius. And what is more than all this boast can say, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why then should I not prosecute my right? Demetrius, I will vouch to his head, may lift in Adar's daughter, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in adultery upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I've heard so much. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens deals you up to death or to a vow of single life. Aegis, bring your company. I have business with you.
With duty and desire we follow.
Well, that'd curl your hair, wouldn't it? What a bunch of choices. Marry a guy who makes you want to swallow glass, become a nun, or die. Hot diggity!
Still, teenagers can get out of almost anything. Watch.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? Hi, me. The course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, hell! To choose love by another's eyes? Hey, kid, watch your language. We're trying to keep a PG rating here.
Hermia, I have a widow Anne, her house remote, 7 leagues. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee?
So much for Dad's wishes. She's out of there.
In all the vows that men have ever spoke, in number more than women ever broke, truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away? Call you me fair? That fair again would say. Demetrius loves your fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. Teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart. I give him curses, yet he gives me love. Oh, that my prayers to such affection move. The more I hate him, the more he follows me. The more I love, the more he hateth me. His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine. None, but your beauty, would that fault were mine. Fear not. You no more shall see my face, for Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night through Athens' gate we have devised to steal.
And thence from Athens. Farewell, sweet playfellow, and good luck breaking that Demetrius.
Just what you need to see when you're in a bad mood. 2 teenagers in love. Yeah!
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I'm thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know all but what he do know. Farrier looked on Hermia's eye. He hailed down oaths that he was only mine, and when some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him after Hermia's flight, that to the wood tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is my dear expense, but here mean I, to admit my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Ever like someone who didn't like you? Agony far more painful than yours.
Jesse?
Sorry. And chasing after them usually doesn't get you very far.
But nobody would tell Helena that. Oh, right. She's a teenager. She wouldn't listen anyway.
So Hermia and Lysander are running away to get married. And Helena thinks she's going to tell Demetrius this, so he'll be so mad he'll leave Hermia.
Don't count on it. Shakespeare's got some fun up his sleeve. All 4 teenagers will end up in that wood, and then look out!
Anyway, everyone is excited for Hippolyta and Duke Theseus' wedding.
Mostly because it's going to be like a holiday or a teacher in service day. Everybody gets to sleep in late.
And so a bunch of kinda dopey, good-natured fellows decide they're gonna put on a play for the Duke. Peter Quince, the director, is in a casting session.
Is all our company here? Wait for me!
They're short on experienced actors in Athens.
Here is a scroll of every man's name thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on their wedding day as night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the name of the actors.
Our play is the most lamentable comedy and cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Comedy and death in the same play? Now this should be interesting.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Betty, name what part I am for.
Nick Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask for some tears in the true performing of it. Let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. The raging rocks, the shivering shocks shall break the locks. This was lofty.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender. Here, Peter Quince, you floated down for Thisbe.
What is Thisbe?
A wandering knight. She is the lady which Paris must love.
Nay, faith, let not me play a woman.
Apparently he hasn't heard of the cross-gender millennium thing.
Wrong century. Although it might enlighten you to know that in Shakespeare's day, men played all the women's parts.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I was just testing.
Let me play Thisbe too, for I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Ah, Pyramus, my lover dear.
No!
No. You must play Pyramus.
And Flute, you Thisbe.
Well then, proceed.
Robin Starbuck, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Starbuck, are down for Thisbe's mother and the lion's part.
Pray ye, if you have the lion's part written, give it to me, for I am slow of study.
You can do it extempore, for it is nothing but roar.
Oh, let me play the lion's part too.
What a greedy gut. He wants to play all the parts.
I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again. Roar! Roar! Roar!
You would do it too terribly. You would frighten the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son. Grant you, friends, if that you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you and twir any nightingale. Roar!
You can play no part but Pyramus.
Now that's telling them.
For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a kind man, a gentleman, which you might see on a summer's day, and therefore
You must play Pyramus.
Well then, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your scripts. Tomorrow night, we will meet a mile from the hotel by moonlight, and there we'll rehearse.
May we rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
All right, we're getting a full house here heading for the forest. So far, we've got 4 runaway teenagers and 6 goofs all convening in a very tiny woods.
Who's next?
So here we have the arty crowd from study hall. Remember, the ones who wanted more lines? And also Robin Goodfellow, more commonly known as Puck. He serves the king of the fairies, Oberon.
Now, say that after me. Oberon.
And the queen of the fairies, Titania. Now you all know the routine. Repeat it after me. Titania.
Titania.
Well, thank you.
How now, spirits? Whither wander you?
Over a hill, over dale, through a bush, through a mire, over park, over pale, through a flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, so did the village fear, and I serve the fair queen to do her orbs upon the green. My queen and all her else come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen not come within his sight, for Oberon is passing felon wrath, because that she is her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in Grover Green.
Okay, plot point here. Oberon and Titania are having a fight, and they're both acting like children.
Which is slightly better than acting like teenagers.
See, Titania has this new little boy in her court. They call him a changeling boy.
Don't ask.
And Oberon is just jealous because Titania is paying too much attention to this boy.
Are you who they call Robin Goodfellow? The one who scares the maidens of the military? Are you not she?
Thou speakst aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal. And the wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime her 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and knees and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there.
So Puck, the class clown, is bragging about all of his recent pranks.
Now, since he's a shapeshifter, he can do some wild things, like turning into and flirting with a horse.
Or turning into a stool and then slightly moving when someone sits down.
But, Broom Fairy, here comes Oberon.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
And you're my mistress. Would that you were gone.
I'll met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your busket mistress, and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
Oberon had a side chick.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, cleanse at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are forgeries of jealousy. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. The seasons alter. By their increase now knows not which is which. And the same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Wow, you're so mad the seasons are changing.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I would beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Now, you may think it's weird for them to be fighting over who owns a boy, but these are fairies, otherworldly folk. They must have sort of a different culture.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, will often have she gossip by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. We have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with swimming and pretty gait following, her wound then rich with my young squire, would intimate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again, as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, did die, and for her sake do I rear up the boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy very kingdom! Fairies away, we shall chide down thy if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury.
Anyway, Oberon is fuming because he can't have his own way. Big spoiled brat! So he calls on the class clown for revenge.
A gentle tuck, come hither. Fetch me that herb. Flower I showed thee once. The juice of it. And sleeping eyelids lay will make man or woman madly dote upon the next life thing that it sees. Fetch me that herb.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes. I bet he's got a ton of frequent flyer miles.
What's this juice? I'll watch Titania when she's asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing that she, waking, looks upon, be it lion, bear, wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her boy to me. But who comes here? I am invisible. They will overhear their conference.
Oh, the teens have arrived. The teens have arrived. Welcome to the woods, guys.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and sweet Hermia? Get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I speak you fair, or in the plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more.
Poor girl.
I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, the more I will fawn on you. Just give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
No, 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 Helena. You've got to play hard to get if you want the schnook.
I'll follow thee into heaven of hell, to die upon the hand that I love so well.
She's got it bad.
That ain't good.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank, where the wild thyme grows, with oxlips and the nodding violet blows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night. Juice of this. I'll drop it in her eyes, and the next thing that she, waking, looks upon, she will be full of hateful fantasies. But take thou some of it, and seek through this grove, sweet Athenian lady who's in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it, and the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know him by the Athenian garments he hath on.
Now this is important, so pay attention. Athenian garments. You know, the kind of way they dress in a certain kind of town, like Hackensack, New Jersey, Poughkeepsie, New York, or Athens, Greece. Keep it in mind, you're gonna need it for the pop quiz. I'm just kidding.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Are we gonna have some fun now?
Yeah, that herb Puck brought Oberon has some flower power.
Squeeze it over someone's eyes when they're sleeping, and when they wake, the next person, or dog, or box of rocks they see, well, that's it. Lifetime commitment. In love forever.
So Oberon, because he's a nice guy,
Well, sometimes.
is going to help out Helena by having Puck put the flower juice in Demetrius's eyes. So when he wakes, he'll fall madly in love with her forever.
And because Oberon isn't such a nice guy,
He's got a trick up his sleeve about Titania. So what do you guys think he's gonna do to her? Any ideas? How about you, Lisa?
I have no idea, Maria.
Okay. How about
Mr. Kiesberg, what is he gonna
Yes.
do to her? Yeah.
Put the juice in the eyes.
Yes!
No! Don't you wish this were The Price is Right?
Yes.
Yeah!
Tense away. Now all is well. What a live there in Cincinnati.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. It cat, lynx, or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye which shall appear, when thou wakes, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
two more runaway teens on the horizon? The two who are running away from her father because she won't marry Demetrius.
Hermia and Lysander, remember?
Come on, guys, ready for your close-up?
We'll rest here, Hermia, if you think it good.
Be it so, Lysander. Make you out of bed, for I upon this bed will rest my head.
Nonsense. One turf shall serve as a bed for us both. One heart, one bed, one troth.
Well, well, well. Boys will be boys. But remember the old saying, just say no. Ah! Let's see if girls knew that in Shakespeare's day.
Nay, Lysander, my dear, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet of my innocence. I only mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so but one heart we can make of it.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now, much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied, but for my sake, my dear, lie further off.
Here is my bed, so here thee always rest.
Now that's smart. Smart girl. Now here comes the old prankster, Puck.
Remember, he's looking for an Athenian teenage boy, Demetrius.
Hold the phone! Lysander's got Athenian clothes on too! Quick, everyone yell! Wrong Athenian! Wrong Athenian!
Wrong Athenian! Wrong Athenian!
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear.
Weeds are Shakespeare for clothes.
Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe.
Hold it! Shout Shakespeare, kind of, right? Okay,
Yes.
sweet. Now, Puck, when you say that line, all of you at the end will shout, no, no. Go, Puck.
Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe.
What a good bunch of playwrights you are.
Now, I'll cover this territory one more time. Whoever gets a blast of flower power in the eyes will fall in love with the next whatever thing they see.
Stay, or they'll kill me, sweet Demetrius.
Stay, I'll go alone.
I'm out of breath in this fine chase. More is my prayer. Lesser is my grace. But happy is her man, wherever she so lies, for she hath blessed attractive eyes. But how came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. Oh no, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that made me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I would for thy sweet sake. Helena, where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
We're gonna have some for sure trouble here. Wait till Hermia wakes up. She'll think she's been having a Midsummer Night's Nightmare.
It's not enough. It's not enough, young man, that I never, nor never can steal a look from Demetrius' eye, but I thought you lord of more true gentleness, that a lady of one man refused should ever therefore be abused.
Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. And all your powers address my love and might to honor Helena and be her knight.
Well, that was a turnaround, wasn't it?
Lysander? What removed? Lysander, Lord?
Uh-oh.
Speak if you hear. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you. I'll find immediately.
All right, let's cut to the videotapes. So far, we've got 4 runaway teenagers, and one of them has been enchanted by Puck.
The wrong one.
And now all the fairies and the king of the forest and the queen of the forest are flying around annoying each other.
But now, here come the Tinkers to rehearse their little play for Theseus' wedding. We are approaching capacity.
Thisbe, the flowers of odorous savor sweet.
Most radiant Pyramus.
Are we all met?
This is a marvelous, convenient spot for our rehearsal. We will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
First, Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw his sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
I believe we must leave killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let that prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. That will put them out of fear.
We will have such a prologue, and it will be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, we ought to consider with ourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing, and we ought to see to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
There's gonna be more prologue than play here.
Nay, 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 you must let him name his name, and he himself will speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect as, ladies,
Now,
or fair ladies, I would wish you, I would request you, I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. For if I come hither as a lion, it were the pity of my life. Then he himself must speak through, saying that he is Robin Starling.
Well, if that's as well, then that's as well, but there are still two hard things. Our first one is that Pyrrhus and Thisbe used by moonlight. Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
Oh, wait, a calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine red.
Oh, why then, may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and may the moon shine in at that casement.
Well, if that is well, then those are well, but there is still one more.
We need a wall. For Pyrrhus and Thisbe speak through a chink in the wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What sayest thou, Lady Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. Yes, let him have some loam or some plaster or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that is well, then all is well. Come, sit every mother's son. We shall rehearse.
Here. Speak. Thisbe, send forth.
What, a play? I'll be an actor, perhaps, if I see cause.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors. Odors. Odors.
Odors, 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 savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear, and by I will to thee appear. But hark, a voice, stay thou but here a while.
Huck's a little devil. He's gonna play a trick on Bottom. I bet my bottom dollar on it.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, you must, for he has gone.
But you must understand he is to come back.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose, a triumphant bride. Most frisky juvenile, and most lovely Jew, as true as horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's too. Ninny's? Man, you say all your parts, cues and knowledge. Pyramus! You missed your cue. It is never time. As true as horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were wholly fine.
Oh, strict. Pray, masters. Fly, masters.
Ah, that pump's got a gag him and it does me the head of a jackass.
I'll follow you. I'll lead you round and round. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound.
This is priceless. Bottom doesn't know he's an ass.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Boy, Bottom, what do I see for thee?
What do you see?
Bless thee, Bottom, for thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, so they shall hear I am not afraid. The ousel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with its note so true, the wren with little quill. Haw!
Angel brings me from my flowery bed.
So remember the flower juice into Tania's eyes, because you would love the first thing she saw when she woke up. And here it is, folks, an ass.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape.
Love is blind, sure enough.
To say, to swear, I love thee.
She is bewitched.
Thanks, mistress. You should have little reason for that. Yet so, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. Ah,
Some things never change.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful. Out of this wood do not desire to go. I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep.
Now that's service for ya.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Hail, Bartle. Hail. Wait upon him. Lead him to my bower.
Alrighty, we've got teenagers bewitched and crazy about the wrong person. The Tinker's rehearsal has hit a wall because one of them was turned into a jackass. And we've got the Queen of the Fairies hoodwinked into loving that ass.
And who's responsible for all this crazy mixed up mayhem?
That's right, Puck, the class clown. Just like in class, right? Art imitating the life.
And so he tells his boss all about it.
I wonder if Titania be awakened. Then what it was that next came in her eye when she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit, what nitro about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with the monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, approved patches, rude mechanicals, that worked for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him at this advantage take an ass as no light fixed on his head, so out of sight away his fellows fly. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When at that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This was not better than I could devise. Let us not yet lash the Athenians' eyes with the love juices I did bid thee do.
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, so that when waked of force she must be eyed.
Excellent. Stay close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why do you rebuke you him who loved you so?
If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, then kill me too. Would he have stolen away from the sleeping Hermia? It cannot be that thou hast slain him. Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out dog, out cur! Hast thou slain him then?
He is not dead for aught that I can tell.
See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein, therefore here I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion bring her here. I'll charm his eyes, doth she do appear.
I go, look how I go.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as glorious as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our favored band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's speed. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Got that right.
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Why do you think I should woo and scorn? These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or? I had no judgment on her. I swore. Nor, none in my mind. Now you give her or.
That's telling, girlfriend.
Demetrius loves her, he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine.
I guess a leopard can change its spots.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were simple and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. But can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men as men are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to bequeath me. Whom I do love and will do till my death.
Keep thy Hermia. All that will is gone. If I ever loved her, all that love is gone.
Helen, it is not so.
Why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay when love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from Hermia's side?
Fair Helena, why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
Sweet, you speak not as you mean.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Interest Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you contrived to bait me with this foul derision? It's all the time we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we've spent, we have shared the hasty-footed time. Is it all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to praise me for my eyes and face? And made your other one, Demetrius, who even now did spur me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Do for sober counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Hold the sweet chest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. But fare ye well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Oh, stay, gentle Helena, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
Helen, I love you, by my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Call 911! Fight!
Lysander, where'd you take all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou burnt, vile thing, or I will shake thee loose from me like a serpent.
Do you not jest?
Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, but I perceive a weak bond holds you. I will not trust your word.
What, should I hit her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What great harm could you do me than hate? Hate me, wherefore the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
Why my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of question, of hope, of doubt, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Harsh! Oh, me, you juggler! You cake of blossom, you thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him? Fine-eyed face! Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What will you dare answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you hobbit, you! Hobbit! What is the eye goes again? Now I see she hath made comparison between our statures. She hath urged your height, and with her personage, her tall personage, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. How low am I, thou patient Mabel? How low am I? I am not yet so low that I can reach my nails into thine eye. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her. Lower? Hark again! Good Hermia! Do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Ever did keep your counsels, save that in love unto Demetrius. I told him of yourself to this wood, for he followed you, for love I followed him. So just let me go. You see how simple, how fond I am. Who is it that hinders you? A foolish heart that I leave here behind. What, with Lysander? With Demetrius!
Be not afraid, Helena, she shall not harm thee.
Neither she take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce. Nothing but low and little? Why do you let her speak to me like this? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you minimus, you bead, you dwarf, you acorn.
You are too oft fishes in her behalf that scorn your services so. Speak not for Helena, for if you continue to show not a little love to her, then thou shalt abide by it.
Now she holds me not. Follow me if thou darest.
Follow, nay, I will go with thee, cheek by jook.
You mistress! All this coil is long of you. I no longer will trust you. I no longer will stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray, but my legs are longer to run away. I am amazed to know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on? And so for blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far I am glad it did so sort, for this their jangling I esteem a sport.
So Oberon tells Puck to leave the teats on a merry chase through the woods.
Until they're all so tired they fall down to sleep.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welcome cometh out anon. The drooping fog is black as Archeon. So lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and somehow rail thou like Demetrius, and look thou lead them thus. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, and they next wake. All this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with date till death whose league shall never end. Was I in these affairs I'll employ, and beg to my queen her Indian boy, and her charmed eye I'll release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy king, this must be done with haste, for nights with dragons cut the clouds full fast.
Notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We must effect this business yet here today.
Up and down! Up and down! I will lead them up and down! For I am feared and field in town! Goblin, lead them up and down! Oh, here comes one!
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Hast thou run away, thou coward, art thou fled?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou lookst for wars? I'll whip thee with a rod, he's defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Where art thou now?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and dares me on, and when I go where he calls, then he is gone. Here will rest me.
Coward, why comest thou not?
Obey me if thou darest. Where art thou now?
I am hither, where art thou?
Now go thy way. Faithfulness has constraineth me. I will lay out my leaves on this cold bed, and by day's approach look to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three? Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Ah, here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad that does make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Here will I rest me till the break of day.
Heavens, shield Lysander, Thamian affray. On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man shall take his own. In your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all will be well.
Oh, Jack and Jill. So that's where this came from?
But now Oberon's got to lift the spell off Titania so she won't be doting on an ass.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Here,
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Oh. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
ready.
Cobweb, get your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. Where is Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Give me your nief, Monsieur. Pray you, leave your courtesy.
What's your will?
Nothing, Monsieur Cobweb, but to help Cavalry Cobweb to scratch. Oh, I must to the barber, Monsieur. Methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, my sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's sport and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But pray you, let none of your people stir me, for I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for as of meeting her upon wood as of late, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and then fall out with her, for she is hairy temples that had grounded a cornet of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had in my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her Indian boy, which straight she gave me, and her fairy said to have him sent to my bower in fairyland. And now that I have the boy, I shall undo this hateful imperfection, and, gentle Puck, take the head off of this Athenian swain. May all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as a fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I shall release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Diane's bud, O ere Cupid's flower, half such blessed and cursed power. Now, Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
Oh,
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how I loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call and strike more dead than all these 5 descents.
Music ho! Music such as charm asleep.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool eyes, Eve,
Sound music. Now thou and I are new in enmity, and tomorrow midnight solemnly shall dance into Theseus' house triumphantly. There the pairs of faithful lovers shall be wedded, all in jollity.
As if the forest wasn't crowded enough, guess who else is here all of a sudden? Duke Theseus, his fiancée Hippolyta, and the other grown-up, Hermia's dad, Aegeus.
So, what nymphs are these?
my lord, this is my daughter here asleep. This Lysander, this Demetrius, this Helena. I wonder if they're being here
this not the day Hermia should give an answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Remember this, her choices are to either marry Demetrius, become a nun, or die. Some horse race, huh? Let's see what she does.
Well, hold it just a second.
Why are you interrupting?
Because she doesn't have enough choices for my taste. So, we're going to do this. Everyone thinks she should marry Demetrius. Please applause. No. Everyone that thinks she should become a nun. Now it's your turn. Wrong.
Oh.
Everyone that thinks she should die. What is wrong with you? Finally, everyone that thinks she should marry Lysander. Please applause. Well, you know how grown-ups are when they're dead set against something.
Yeah, I was grounded for most of the 7th grade.
Yeah, more information than we need, Jess.
Good morrow, friends.
Pardon, my lord?
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are mortal enemies. How comes this gentle accord?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, and I do bethink me, Hermia and I came hither, our intent was to be gone from Athens.
Enough, enough. My lord, you have enough. They would have stolen away, they would. I beg, the law on his head. Demetrius.
My lord, I know not by what power, but by some power 'tis. My love for Hermia has melted as the snow. Now the only pleasure of thine eye is Helena.
Dear lovers, you are fortunately met. Aegis, I will overbear your will, for tonight, in the temple, by and by with us, these lovers shall eternally be knit. Come, Hippolyta.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think that the Duke was here and bid us to follow him?
And my father?
And Hippolyta and the Duke, he did bid us follow to the temple.
Well, then we are awake. Let's follow him and recount our dreams.
So much for the teens, so much for the fairies. We only have left
The rude mechanicals! The star of their little play became an ass, as you recall, thanks to Mr. Puck, class clown extraordinaire.
But here he is, Bottom, waking up from his midsummer night's dream.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. God's my life. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound his dream. I'll have Peter Quince write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke.
Gone to Bottom's house?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not with players Mars, goes not forward, doth it? It doth not, for no one can play Pyramus, but Pyramus and Pyramus Bottom. Yea, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraft man in all of Athens. Sweetest voice, too. So, Paramore. No, you must say Paragon. A paramour is God shills, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 ladies and lads more married. If we had continued our sport forward, we'd all have been made men.
Poor sweet holy Bottom, thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life, and he could not escape 6 pence a day. And the Duke would have given him 6 pence a day to play Pyramus, I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day to play Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh, sweetest day, oh happy hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, For if I tell you I am no a true Athenian, but I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet one.
All I can say is, the Duke hath dined, for the long and short is, our play is preferred. Now no more words. Go, away.
So, everybody's all married up to who they're supposed to be married up to. So now we're going to have a little reception with entertainment.
Tis strange, my Theseus, what these lovers speak of. What does a madman have such seething brains? Come now, is there no play? Here, my dear Theseus. A battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. You'll have none of that. A tedious, brief scene with young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, a merry, tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief, this is hot ice and wonder strange to know.
A play there is, my lord. Some 10 words long, which is as brief as I know the play. But by 10 words, I hear it is too long.
We will hear it.
Gentles, ladies, I come, we come with goodwill. Not to offend, with goodwill. But come with goodwill. The actors are at hand. The actors are at hand.
He hath read his prologue like a rough hole.
Come now, who's next?
First we have Pyramus, sweet, gentle, summer-like man, and our beauteous Thisbe. With so much beauty. And our wall, with rough cast edges, so square, with his fingers thus, for Thisbe and Pyramus to speak through.
And so he rambles on and on till all the married couples are about to doze. He introduces all the guys. Starfling is moonshine, Snug is lion, etc., etc.
These guys have a lot to say. They've never spoke to royalty before. It's like going to the White House and having a one-on-one with the president.
So we tell them about the entire plot before they even see it. About Pyramus and Thisbe plan to get in la moonlight.
And that a lion intercepts Thisbe, scares her off, she drops her cape, and the lion puts his bloody mouth on it. When Pyramus sees the cape, he thinks she's dead and kills himself. It's really a tragedy.
But the way these guys go about it is pretty funny. As if very and tragical. No false advertising.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
O night, whichever art when day is not, I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. Thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall. Show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thank you, courteous wall. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O vile wall, curse thee for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, sir, in truth, he should not. For thus deceiving me is Thisbe's. She's to enter now and I describe through the wall. Yonder she comes.
My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones.
Now will I to the wall to hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love! Thou art my love, I think.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the walls hole, not your lips at all.
Oh, Thisbe, meet me in Ninnis's tomb straightway.
I come without delay. My heart discharged soul, being done away, long gone.
This is the stupidest thing that I've ever heard. I know. When I read it on the scroll, I never would have thought it'd be something like this. Oh look, in come two beasts, a man and a lion.
You laddies, whose gentle horse doth fear the wee smallest monster's mouse that creeps the floor, may now, perhaps, both quake and tremble here, as lion, rough in wildest rage, doth roar. Roar!
Lion and have good conscience.
Shh. Here comes Thisbe.
This is Ninny's tomb! But where is my loaf?
Well done, Lion.
I am Moon. Man in Moon.
What dreadful dole is here? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear. What? Stained with blood? Come, tears confound, out sword and wound. Thus die I. Thus, thus, thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. Moon, take thy flight. Tongue, lose thy light. Now, die I. Die. Die. Die.
house give glimmering light, every elf and fairy sprite.
Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend, and as I am an honest pup, if we have unearned luck not escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night, and to you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.